Herbert Garrix of the People's National Party PNP wants to get more things done for the people of Linstead Division in St. Catherine, and that's why he's seeking a third consecutive term as the division's councillor. He's confident that the people will re-elect him at the polls in 2024.
If you were to use a score, say 100 out of 100, I would say 100. 100 and plus. That's the level of confidence.
That confidence is not only based on the fact that the constituency of St. Catherine Northwest, of which Linstead Division is a part, traditionally elects the PNP. Garrix said his faith is also hinged to the fact that he's a perennial campaigner, always close to the people's hearts.
The campaign is going smoothly. We are touching base with the people. And normally, I'm one of those persons who I would always say, I'm always campaigning. And I'll tell you why I'm always campaigning. I am into every social club in and around Linstead. I'm a member of every social club. It's just that since I became a politician, I've been like that. I've been a member of nearly every social organization in Linstead. Long before I became the councillor for Linstead. I'm the vice president for the Rotary Club of North St. Catherine. And of course the project manager as well. And I am the vice president for Basement Cricket Club since 1990. Where we play cricket among older folks, younger folks, and especially schoolboys. And I'm also the coach for that team. So I'm always in and around. I was captain of Occupied Domino Club. I would have won an international tournament. I'm the president for a taxi association. And I don't own any taxi. And I don't think I'll ever own one. So I'm always campaigning because I'm always into people's lives. So every little corner you go, because I love dominoes, I love cricket. You'll see me playing a game of domino and having a beer with people. So I believe I'm always campaigning. But the campaign since the announcement has been going good. We have been going into the communities. The reception is very warm because I am that kind of friendly person. I give 3 mornings every week of my time to do JP services at an office called the CDC. And I've been doing that ever since I live in Linstead, long before I became councillor, and continue to do it. And time is not something that I would always say I can't find, except it's a holiday or I might have an emergency. So I'm always into the people's life, and they're into my life too. Sometimes I really don't have any serious family life. Thank God I'm married to a lovely lady who understands.
Damian Crawford, who is the PNP's general election candidate in St. Catherine Northwest, where Linstead Division is located, said he's among the people pleased with Garrix's performance.
My analysis of Councillor Garrix's performance has been by third-party reports, and the people seem to be pleased with his effort, with his commitment, and with his knowledge of the community and of their issues and themselves. It is clear that Councillor Garrix have a wide stretch of activities that he participates in, categories including road work, categories including cleaning of the town, categories including transportation and the efficiency of transportation, school feeding programs, especially at the primary level, and also even scholarships for persons who are in need. So he had a far-reaching impact on the community, and he has carried to the forefront what we learned in university called a long-run cost curve. Everything over time increases in efficiency and increases in performance and productivity. The first time you need flour, a lot of it would have been wasted, but over time you find that you become an expert. My mother needs flour, the pot does not wash. And that's what the long-run experience creates. And Garrix carries that experience that I will depend on personally. And I think that the community benefits from. He knows how the council operates and how to get certain additional benefits for Linstead, and that will also help in the continuation of his performance.
Garrix is convinced better could be done if councillors were provided with the required resources.
Yeah, because we're not lobbying for the things, but the council has no money to do the things because central government is not sending.
To amplify his point, Garrix highlighted the issue of drain cleaning and road rehabilitation that fall within the ambit of councillors, and he used the opportunity to respond to one of his opponents, Newton Amos, who is a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP.
I heard him say, I am collecting pay under false pretense. Because all I do is find excuses. No, I'm going to go to roads. St. Catherine has a road network where 95% of the road network belongs to the parish council. Yet, there's no dedicated fund that is given to the parish council to the road maintenance or to the road repairs. In recent times, the Prime Minister would have made 3 announcements, one sometime last year, $40 million to MPs to fix roads. In December, another $22 million. And now I'm hearing another $150 million. Not even $0 has been given to the parish councils. So how could a parish has 95% of its road network belonging to parish council? And the government doesn't see fit to give the parish councils money to repair the roads. How the roads are going to get repaired? Only Jesus could tell me that. Yet, you keep hearing people say the roads are bad. And it seems as if some people are making it look like councils probably need to go borrow loans to fix the roads. But that's the only way the roads can be fixed. Because if the parish council said they don't have any money to fix the roads, and central government not giving any money, how on God's the roads are going to be repaired? Anytime you see me doing a little road repair anywhere, like a little patching, it's sort of a little thing they call allocation that they give on a yearly basis. And this allocation was $1.8 million. Now it moved to $3.2 million. 25 tons of mix with the requisite marling and the rolling and the colas and labor is going to cost anywhere in the region of $1.8 to $2.2 million. And that can only do probably one chain of road, if that much. And I'm not talking overlaying, I'm not talking patching. Can only do a chain of road. Now, if you get $1.8 or $3.2 million per year, and Lindsay has about 18 roads, how many of them are going to be in good condition? Probably one or none. It's true. Because guess what? This same allocation, you have to use it to clean drains. Because another thing that's affecting the communities is drains. Lindsay Division has about 34 drains, sinkholes, and ponds. About 34. How much money do you think the council gives per year for drains? 500,000. And if things seem to go good in Christmas, they might say 800,000. Now, one of these drains, and I can name one over at a place called Oliver Spring. Anytime the men go into that drain, nothing less than 150,000. Just think about 500,000. One drain, 150,000. And I have 34 drains, ponds, and sinkholes. I just cleaned one on a road called East Avenue in front of Giles Avenue. And the excavator that cleans it. Because manpower couldn't clean it, so I had to get an excavator. His bill is $150,000. Just think about it. So, as councils, we really do not get what it takes to do what we are supposed to be doing for our citizens. Is it street lights? When we ask for street lights, this is something you have to make an application to the council, as council, make an application to the council write a letter to the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Finance have to write to the Minister of Local Government, and then to JPS. That's what street light is giving, you know. Except, I see a place that is really dark, and I decide to buy a street light from somebody out of my pocket, and I ask somebody to put it up. That's the only way a street light will be put up, you know. Out of not having to wait for 1 year or even more than that sometimes to get a street light put up. So it's really not easy.
In light of that, Garrix welcomes a proposal his party has made to, if elected as government, provide more resources for councillors to undertake road repairs.
The only infrastructure that needs to be fixed around here is roads. And there's no money to fix roads. Thank God I heard MP Natalie Nita Garvey said when she becomes the next local government minister, every council is going to get a dedicated fund so that the councils can get the money to repair the local government roads. And this is what needs to happen all told in Jamaica. And if we're not doing that, as I said to you earlier, it cannot be that 95% of the road network belongs to the parish council. Yet there's no dedicated fund to maintain and to repair the roads. And there's an engineer department, you know. The engineers at the council go to university. Either UTech or UWI. What is their purpose if they're not helping to do the roads?
Garrix added that garbage collection is another area for which councillors like himself are often criticized, despite not being the agent responsible for having it done.
When I became councillor, garbage heaps were everywhere in Linstead. When I say garbage heap, I mean serious garbage heaps, you know, were everywhere in Linstead. I approached the banks. BNS said no at the time. National Commercial Bank said this was a good thing. JN Bank said this was a good thing. So they actually sponsored some of these little bins, and I had about 10, 12 of them in the town square. But like about another 6 months after putting them up, we had to cut them down. Because every one of them became mini dumps, where the purpose that I really put them up for was not being, that was not the purpose they were being used for. People used to throw cardboard boxes, big things that came out of the stores and all that. I said, no, this was not going to be able to be sustained. So I instead built a garbage receptacle on 4th Street. Having built the receptacle, I realized it was too small. I built another compartment and yet a third compartment. I found out that, yes, some of the people were coming from like Yorkton side and even as far as Crawl in Riversdale. Those persons were coming now into Rosemont to throw garbage. So I also built a skit in Rosemont. Again, it was one. And then I had another and a third. As we speak, they both need the repairs, and I got a quotation to do repairs for them as we speak. Fortunate and fortunate doing now. NSWMA not collecting the garbage as often and with the regularity and with the consistency that they should. And because of that, sometimes people get annoyed that the garbage is in the town. And to be honest with you, garbage collection, garbage gathering is really not a parish council problem, you know, or issue, you know. It's an issue of NSWMA, and I'm here today.
Garrix is happy that he was able to complete projects that make life better for Linstead residents, and he's mindful of others far advanced, others that he would like to be re-elected to see through to completion. Among them is a drop-in centre for Linstead's street people.
If you notice, in the town of Linstead, you see a lot of people we call street people. A lot of them. And every day, these street people are fed in the park by somebody else, either by the parish council, through the public department, or some private individual who just loves to cook and share for these people. I thought that the park was not the ideal place for this to happen. That it was preventing other people from going there. Because some of them are sometimes aggressive and people kind of afraid of them. So I decided that an approach has to be made to government, to the parish council, for a place to be built. And as a result of that, there's a place we call a drop-in center. Nice building with 2 bedrooms, with a storeroom and a washroom downstairs, an office for a doctor, an office for a nurse, a kitchenette, like a balcony, and all of that, right behind the clinic in Linstead. It started about some 3 years ago. The money that the parish council gave was not enough, so it stopped for a while. But thank goodness, Jason
We have we decided not to keep a public session, but to use some of those resources to help out those who have a need. And I want to say two things. I feel that as leader of the party and member of Parliament for South St. Andrew, I should follow that sterling example this year. And I have decided to do the same thing. I am not going to have any big public session this year. I'm going to use resources that are available to provide some support to those in dire need as a result of burial. And comrades, the first step towards that, I'm going to announce tonight. I am told that we need $450 more to make up the 50,000 what was collected tonight for Comrade Renshaw. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to make up that 450 and I'm going to match that 50 with another $50,000. I'm going to leave with the team in the man that South St. James and signals inspiration for one of comrades.
So, comrades, much love. Yes man, we appreciate it. Alright, what is Rhyme Up TV?
Gabriel. One PNP. That's it. One comrade every time.
Big Belly Sky is a Rhyme Up TV. People, God bless you, man, don't support it. Big Belly Sky is the workers' champion. That you are good youth and God bless you. So support him. Hey, Sky Joe!
My name is Dwayne Poe from the World Immortal Store. But I don't know. Rhyme Up TV, man. Tell you about that TV station. Don't touch on the dial. You understand? World Store Love. Rhyme Up TV. Of course. Angry.
I'm going to come to the world Google. Not about Rhyme Up TV. It's a Rhyme Up. One of the real one them. That's why I stand up here, son. I do this. Let's Rhyme Up. I'm real. I'm going to salute him. You hear that? Rhyme Up. Pick up yourself, you know. Rhyme Up.
Yeah, man, you don't know the rebel girl Daniels there representing Rhyme Up. I love you.
Well, I don't know how I can marvelous to represent for DJ Rhyme Up. Rhyme Up.
Best them on there ain't no stress, then you don't know it. Jump alongside the Rhyme Up. Tell some song boy them time up. You don't know it go. Rhyme Up. Play music. Dirty.
Rhyme Up. I want global Rhyme Up. Because you're real talking. I am telling you.
Come here, talk on this Rhyme Up.